Oh, I have to do the intro?
Yeah,
You're not going to do it? I'm not Mark either.
Oh, well,
Who's
sorry,
Mark?
no intro today.
Which one of us is pretending to be Mark?
You're Mark.
Yeah, we got the sound. That's a good start.
All right, you can hear us, are you?
All right, good morning and welcome to the Morning Brick, the best Lego news, rumors, opinions show on...
Goose,
No, I messed it up.
gaffs.
Goose, gaffs, laughs, spelled with 2 Fs. Here on Atlanta Brick Co TV at 10:30 a.m.
That's
Eastern
true.
Time. I still almost screw that one up.
To do 9:30.
What else? Eastern Time? News
rumors.
leaks, rumors,
Lego.
coffee talk.
No. That's the other one.
Okay. Well, anyway, we are here on the tails of Brick Fair, Virginia. So why don't I let you talk about your lame Lego week first?
I mean, my Lego week, I don't think I literally did anything personally.
That's it?
Yep,
That's the best?
I literally didn't do anything.
That's the best you can conjure, old man.
Yeah, I mean, I literally haven't bought anything, built anything since the last live stream. So, sorry, I'm just sad and depressing.
That's pretty weak. You work in a Lego store.
I know.
You have the most excuse to do something Lego related every week.
Well, I mean, I do something Lego related. That's just store related, nothing personal.
That's pretty lame. All right, well, I'll talk about
You got
Brick Fair,
anything good
Virginia.
though?
So, let's see. Garrett and I left a week ago Tuesday, so it's been a while since we've been here at work.
Yeah.
We drove up to Virginia. We stayed with Brick Mom and Brick Dad.
And Brick Dog.
And Brick Dog, that's right. And then we were commuting into the Dulles Expo Center to go to Brick Fair, Virginia. We started a setup on Wednesday. Then we had Thursday and Friday. I think it was Friday that Flounder joined us.
Nice.
He came up as well
Nice.
for Virginia because he's got family up in Maryland.
Right.
Let's see. So he joined us. Then on, I think it was Saturday. No, maybe it was Friday night. Corey also joined us.
Nice.
Corey had driven up, and so he spent the night.
Very nice.
And then the night after that, I guess it was Saturday night, Castle Rich,
right,
also joined us
Intense
as well.
Bricks.
So if you've seen our video about his castle, which I'm sure most of you
Oh,
have
yeah.
because it's one of our most viewed videos, he got to come up and spend a night and at least come to one of the public days.
Right.
So Flounder and Corey had both registered as exhibitors. Rich only came for one of the public days, but said he would likely register as an exhibitor for next year.
Nice.
Get the full experience.
Right.
He said he had been to Virginia once before, but like a few years
Right.
ago or something. But it was good. Got to see lots of old friends, make some new friends. Saw a few fans of the channel.
Nice.
Let's see, what else did we do? Got some really good purchases this year. I'm sure I'll do a post over on my Instagram of a sort of a haul picture of all the stuff that I got. That's Double King Bricks. If you want to check it out, so probably I don't know, later today or tomorrow I'll be posting the haul picture. Yep, got a lot of good sets that I was after. I actually, in a shocking turn of events, this year I purchased more things from vendors than I did from the yard sale.
Wow, that's actually wild.
And I was still okay with the deals that I got on most of them. So
yeah.
I made out all right this year. Gosh, what else? Displayed only a handful of mocks. I traveled pretty light this year. No Citron, no new Hashima. After being really committed last year and not having a lot of free time to do what I wanted, I figured it was kind of good to take it easy.
Chill,
yeah. Be able to walk around, see everybody, see all the mocks.
Did Garrett take anything, or did he just?
Garrett did not take anything.
Fair enough.
So I've given him the ultimatum that I will not drive him next year unless he takes something to
just
display.
a cool bionicle. He can do it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So I think that's pretty much the lowdown with Brick Fair, Virginia. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, I
super
know.
significant.
Grant and Austin were there working.
Yeah, that's right.
Booth.
Grant, Austin, and Ed.
They had a lot of fun at the yard sale. Spent tons of money. It sounds like.
Yeah, sure. Garrett and I were messing with them for a while because I don't think they'd been to Virginia before. So we were telling them that the vendors have to be at their booths for the yard sale. So they, we could try and look for some things that they were interested in, but it was
that's so good.
It was unfortunate that they wouldn't be able to participate. I don't know if they really believed it, but I don't know. Anyway,
that's pretty funny. Let's
who
see.
We got in the chat
I'll say who's here today. Grumpy J first, as always. Good grumpical day. Rob Claxton, Morgan, Geo Joe, Brickmon VA, Stanley Pratt.
Our Claxton was up there in Virginia.
Nice. Mark of Fallworth.
If there's anybody else in the chat who's up at Brick Fair, Virginia, shout it out.
Yeah. Plum Daddy Bricks, Duder Bricks, Alternate Candidate, Malister. We got a lot of people in here today.
Woo!
Chris Dodson. Yeah, tank battles. We did do tank battles. That's true. That's something. That was a lot of fun. We actually might do another one tomorrow. Who else is here? That's Sebastian.
Oh yeah, Mark, I got you a couple things from vendors. You know that.
Decent deals, huh? And then Fullerkin said, "Saw your mini modulars in person. Looked incredible."
Thank you, Ken. I appreciate that.
He came by. What days? Monday and Tuesday. He came and shopped at the store.
In here?
Yeah, and then
he must have been coming up from somewhere.
He's driving to Orlando today.
Nice.
No, he's from Canada.
Oh, from Canada. Oof.
So he drove from Canada to Virginia, and since he was already here, he came down.
He came here after the show?
Yes.
Got it.
So he came down Monday, Tuesday, just yesterday, and he was really nice. Great to meet him. Brought us a little bit of trade and got some good stuff. And then he's going down to Orlando, and then he said he's going to hit Universal. You might as well when you're down there.
There you go. Hit the grand tour.
Oh man. Yeah. Corey said thanks for the coffee, Brick Mom. There you go. All right, well, that's everybody in the chat. I took Bionicle Mox, and Garrett didn't. Yep, that's tough, Rob.
Maybe next year.
I guess he's got to do better. Yep.
He's got plenty of inspiration, that's for sure.
Fair enough. All right, we don't have a lot of picture news or non-picture news.
We got a couple big
There's
ones
some really
talk about
big, good stuff, though. Yeah, so there's not a lot of small stuff, which sometimes makes them really long. But
take your pick.
I mean,
whatever you want.
I did put it in the title, so we might as well start with The Nightmare
Before
Christmas.
Yeah.
Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, this is
now
really good.
You're gonna have to talk about this more than me because I've actually never seen it.
Never seen it?
Somehow. I think I've seen the very beginning, but I never have watched the whole movie. So I don't know. I know the style it's supposed to be, which helps me understand what it looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks incredible. The building is amazing, but I don't know everything that's going on. So
I think this is very good. This has been submitted to Ideas.
Right. This is the Lego Ideas.
Probably a dozen times before.
Right.
But I think they've really nailed it. They've got the curvature of that spiral hill thing.
I've seen that picture
really
a
good
lot,
because that's one that's been kind of done to varying degrees of success in the past. The Jack Skellington looks great. We've already seen a picture of that minifigure in previous weeks.
Right.
Where he's got the tall legs and the long arms. Sally looks like she might be about the same. It's kind of hard to tell from this picture.
It's the same hairpiece at least, and then I don't know what would be much different.
Yeah, there might be some minor improvements, but it's hard to tell from this picture what's going on. Then you've got the three, I forget their names, but
I don't know anything about that.
The three little crummy kids.
I was very curious about that
in the bathtub, which is great. The fountain over there on the right is really cool, using those macaroni pieces for the little gargoyle dragon thing in the fountain. And then you've got the mayor to the right, which had to be brick built. Yeah, he's like a cone shaped guy.
Nice.
I'll be curious to see if there's a turntable in there where you can spin his head around, or if the head is printed on both sides, because that's a pretty distinctive feature of him, as he's got those two expressions. But since he doesn't have anything to cover it up on the back, maybe they'll give you just two of those cone pieces. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see that.
Is that dog pretty cool?
The dog is fantastic.
I mean, it looks cool. I don't know the character.
In this picture, for whatever reason, it almost looks grayscale, but I'm pretty sure the nose was orange on a different picture. Maybe it's just the compression.
I have the picture
here on
YouTube as well.
On the back, it looks like he's got a little bit of color on his nose, but it's hard to say. So I don't know if that'll be a dual molded part or a painted on nose or something, but yeah, the mold for that looks perfect. The little tails on the head kind of look like the old flag piece.
It does look pretty cool.
I'm imagining it'll probably be that more rubbery plastic,
most likely.
Maybe it has a stud connection on the bottom, so it probably would be dual molded. I'm not sure. Hard to say at this point. The wonky angles of the buildings is perfect. They've done that to great effect. I like to see that relatively new wooden door piece used on the central building. So I think this is perfect. I think three buildings with two buildings with the hill on the left and the graveyard, I think is perfect. We don't really see a lot of interior here. For once, a leaker actually took a picture of the front and the back of the box.
It's a miracle, and the quality's good.
Yeah, and the quality's decent. It's hard to tell how much of this is stickers versus prints or anything. I imagine those banners on the right and the clock. I'm gonna guess it's probably a lot of stickers.
Yeah.
Go back to the secondary image. You can kind of see in the upper right there's some hints about some play features, but it's sort of hard to tell at this point.
Opens.
It looks like there's a little Christmas tree in the bottom of the skinnier of the two buildings, probably. Yeah. So, another minifigure. It looks like we do get Sandy Claus in the bathtub. Looks like he's in there.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
I didn't see him on the front.
Notice that.
So yeah, good stuff all around from this set. I think this is
So
very well executed.
6 minifigs and the dog. I would have thought they would just do something simple like just the 2.
Yeah.
I mean 7 if you include the mayor guy.
Yeah, it looks like 6 figs, the dog, and the mayor. So
yeah, that's pretty solid.
Pretty good.
And I don't remember. Do we know the price point on this?
We do. I don't remember what it is.
Yeah,
we know it, but cool. I don't know.
I can't quite see the parts count. It's of course just cropped out of the picture here, but I don't remember what the price point was on it.
I'm sure Morgan or somebody can probably drop that price in the chat faster than I can find it.
What does everyone think so far? How much is this set going? Yep, that's a good question, Charlie.
I'm going to see if I can find it real fast, but I bet Morgan or somebody can beat me to it.
Let's see. I wonder if he can.
Yeah, I'll just let him do it.
Oh.
I'll let them figure it out.
This set turned out better than I
let the
thought
hive mind
Randy said.
$200.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Which it seems about right. I mean, I don't know the part count.
Now, I want to say Randy's not the biggest fan of this movie, but I'm sure she'll be getting this set.
I don't see how she couldn't. Who's Oogie Boogie?
Oogie Boogie is the like big burlap sack looking guy.
I've never
really. You hang on, I'll pull up the picture.
Morgan said, "Sorry, it's too early over here to search."
It
is only 6:42 over there for him, so that
too early to search.
That's
Still
fair.
having coffee.
Oh, Malister's got a. Oh, that's wild. Yeah.
Nope. I'm sure you've seen him before.
No, I don't.
Anyway,
Malister said 1.2 million rupees.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm not super surprised that they didn't do Oogie Boogie. He is a pretty grotesque character. He's got those like worms and maggots and stuff pouring out of his mouth.
Nice.
But I don't know. It would have been interesting to see them do it as a minifigure, but I don't think it would have been that great. So I think it's okay that they've left that one out. I think the rest of these are fantastic additions.
Yeah. Burton factor. Not a fan of the movie.
Fair enough. Let's see. What else do we have on our list? Take your pick, Joe.
Let's see. We do have a couple ideas. I don't know the stage of it, but the 2 from the most recent submissions that reached 10,000 that are confirmed, which I feel like we're getting a lot of idea sets.
Yeah.
I think they're doing it more often now, which I like because it gives us a lot of good one-off stuff like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
I think this is going to be really cool. I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity for the designers to use, cool parts usages or maybe some new recolors like how they do with the botanical sets. The thing that's kind of strange for me with this submission is it seems to be sort of a hodgepodge between all 3 of the different movies that have come out. And even then, some of the characters don't really look to be based on, the 2
Wonka,
and then the recent Wonka. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. I mean, the Oompa Loompas and the Wonka certainly seem to be Gene Wilder version.
One, That's the only one I've seen, actually. Some
of the characters, I mean, the Mike TV certainly looks to be the Johnny Depp version. But like the Veruca Salt doesn't look like either of them really. So I'm not sure. The build itself also looks to be like the Johnny Depp version, just some of those that like candy cane looking tree thing. So I'm not sure what the designers will do with this. I'm sure it is all dependent on the licensing and whoever has it now and what they're going to base it on, or maybe they'll base it on neither and try and make it more true to the book.
Fair.
Hard to say.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
I've only seen the first one, so I don't know what the Johnny Depp one is like.
I think this will be very good, though.
One thing in this minifig selection that's interesting is there's no Grandpa Joe.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what's up with that.
I imagine they will mix the characters.
I would expect to see him.
Based on the price point, they'll probably beef this up quite a bit, probably about to that $200 mark. That seems to kind of be the trend for idea sets now. It used to be like that 120 and then it crept up to 150 and now it seems like most ideas are 200. So maybe we could get some extra figs, but right now, we're looking at 5 kids, 2 Oompa Loompas and Willy Wonka.
There you go. Travertine has an opinion.
I would agree.
I think that would be the best one.
And the more recent Wonka movie did go back to that style of Oompa Loompa, the orange skin with the green hair.
What would they like in the other one?
In the Johnny Depp version, it was what's that actor's name? Deep Roy. It was just like a dude in a jumpsuit with like some goofy,
really
spiked up hair.
Wow. Okay, that's something I didn't know that. Guess I'm missing out.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture of it later. No, I think this will be great. Whatever they decide to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think this will be. I think it'll sell well. Yeah. I don't remember the name of this. I think it's Italian
Riviera.
Yeah, that sounds right. This is nice. I really hope they stay pretty similar to what the design looks like here. It's very colorful, and it's kind of a modular almost.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll make it where you can connect it to modulars, but probably again, this is going to be in that $200 range, I would expect.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of parts in there.
We'll see if they stay as detailed as it is.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. This one's just kind of okay for me. This feels a little more like a Bricklink designer program.
I was gonna. That definitely is the vibes it's giving off.
Yeah, because I feel like you used to get a lot of this type of stuff submitted to ideas, like these kind of pseudo modulars. And then that's kind of where the Bricklink designer program took off, was because there were so many of those getting submitted to ideas and rejected that, it kind of sparked that alternative route to get those things produced. So it's kind of interesting to see them actually let one of these through. I'm not sure if this would be related to other factors, like this kind of seems inspired by Luca almost, sort of the layout of it, and it has that kind of feel to it. But I mean, at this point, that movie's a few years old at least. So I don't know. I never know why Lego chooses to do the things that they do, but I'm sure this will be good.
I like the roofs and masonry work here. Nicely done. Yeah, I mean, it does look good. I'm just always concerned when something's kind of overly detailed like that Lego will tone down the detail, maybe take out some masonry bricks, and it's hard to say. Yeah, the little beach. I think it's a cool set.
Yeah.
So nothing wrong with it at all. We have
Palumba Army Building could be tough, somebody said.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, there you go, Stanley.
All right, what do we want to talk about next?
Trevor Steen said, I just seen a video. Bricklink designer programs going away from modular entries also.
Interesting.
I wonder if they're not selling as well, but I think they are. I don't know. Hard to say.
Or just because people are consistently trying to hit that cap on the parts count.
That is true. Those do tend to be the most expensive ones.
Yeah.
We have another updated rumor from Marvel, everyone's favorite subject. Oh, it froze up on our end, but I think it's fine. I think we're good.
Yeah, let me see. No, I can still hear it.
Okay, cool.
Keep going.
Anyway, this is just an updated list where we know what the minifigs will be. We didn't really know what they all would be, but there's going to be Captain America, Iron Man, those make sense. But then also another Scarlet Witch, Black Widow, Spider-Man, Winter Soldier, and Falcon. A good lineup there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What are you counting? Figs?
There's 4 against 3. I was counting to see.
Good guys versus bad guys.
But there also is a Giant Man build, so that's 5 against 3.
I don't even remember which sides everybody was on in Civil War.
I just rewatched it recently. I am excited to see what this looks like because it's supposed to be similar to the Age of Ultron set that just came out, which is at the base. The one we got previously that was
the current Marvel sort of diorama style.
It's not quite diorama, but it's that action scene is kind of the style, because the first one we got was just a tower.
Sorry, I was thinking the round based ones. Yes,
like the one with the snow. So I'm excited to see this in more of a complete build, because just getting like a tower with a gate and then a Quinjet and then minifigs it was a disjointed build and doesn't display as well. So I think this will be cool to have a more displayable.
You think
version.
It'll have more of a base to it?
Right,
holds it all together.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
I mean, it might be weird to do a base since it's just
$100 is not a super high price point to
no,
do a lot
the Age of Ultron one was $100.
What was the original airport battle retail? Do you have any idea?
I mean, it was 80 or 100.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much more they'll be able to do with this at that point.
But I'm excited to get another buildable Giant Man because I like the first one. So
we're being watched.
Oh, I'm aware.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
Is it me?
No. No, that's the robot from Spyrius.
I see. Right.
Hi, buddy.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah, that was the latest Between the Studs filmed. I think that is coming out this week.
Yeah, I was glad to take part.
Yeah, you did great. Also, I wish Ben Kazi was here so he could say that these are Ben Kazi approved parts packs.
But I guess a sticker we have now.
Mark decided that it would be good. So, there's that in case he ever decides to show up.
Great.
Those eyes behind you looks just, yes, thank you, Grumpy. Blarg Marvel. Thanks, Malister. The UCS Quinjet would be kind of sick, actually. That would be cool.
I bet
he said it was 80 retail, Morgan said.
80 retail. Okay, so a little more wiggle room, but, also adjusted for inflation.
which that was 2015. So.
Yeah.
The last picture we have is actually a good one. Not the most clean picture, but again, they did do front and back. Thank you, whoever you are on Reddit.
Yeah.
So this is the UCS Burrow collector's edition, which I think is a cool set. I mean, like we've talked about several times, we weren't sure if this was a necessary build. I think it was a great choice actually now. And I think the main reason is
really interesting.
It looks great. It's about like scale, from the outside. I mean, not perfect, but like it's close enough that you're like, oh, it looks about right. And it also comes with every single Weasley, including Bill and Charlie.
Yeah.
So Charlie never showed up in the movies. He was in the book. He's mentioned in the movies. Bill is General Hux, which we've gotten his minifig just as General Hux.
Right.
And then
you think it's the same face print?
I doubt it.
He does have kind of some scars on his face. So they probably have changed.
And we've only gotten one Percy in a book.
Right, and it really didn't even look like him.
It was
at all.
A random one.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what those look like. You can't really get a good idea of what the figs look like, but it comes with every Weasley and Harry. That's the 10, and it's 10 minifigs.
I like the extra figs, but I'm not seeing the added value in the build. I'm sure it's significantly taller,
bigger,
and I'm sure it's a lot more pieces, but it doesn't feel like a $260 set to me.
That's
for
fair.
The value that they're getting.
Yeah.
Looking at the back and looking at the rooms, they still look extremely small and cramped.
Yeah.
Which you could argue is part of the aesthetic of the Burrow, but I mean, to have an interior that's really hard to do anything with and get figs inside is a little lackluster for a set of this size, I feel like. So
yeah, I mean that's
it
fair.
just feels like a very beefed up play set still.
And I don't think that's wrong. But I am excited to see someone do a comparison of this with the current one from a couple of years ago to see if it actually is substantial. Because I have that one. And I like it, and it's a good build. So that's why at first I was like, well, this is unnecessary. But I do think this is good, and that people who don't have a Burrow will definitely want this one over anything else.
Well, so what's the retail price of the current Burrow?
It sells for like, I think 160 now, but I think retail was 120.
120.
It's either 1 or 120.
Yeah, this is
double
over
that. Yeah,
over
and
double
a little more
the value. I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's valid. Like I said, I'm excited to see. I don't know how tall it is. It's very blurry, the dimensions there, but I think this will sell well. People will like.
I don't know. As one of the few Harry Potter fans here at the store, it's just not impressing me.
Fair enough.
It's not what I feel like I wanted from Lego Harry Potter for a set of that price point.
Morgan said the Burrow's cool. I'll replace my old Burrow with this, and there you go.
There you go.
No way this building passes inspection, magic inspection, Malister. Don't think about it too hard. Make an army of Percy Weasleys. Sure, Gio. I mean, whatever.
Go for it.
I love how the Burrow looks like it's held together with magic. Yeah, it literally does.
Yeah.
That's the only way it could not be fallen over. Yeah, the price is a little high. 260 is tough. I don't know the parts count. I think it was 2,400 or 2,500.
Yeah,
something like that. So that's all the pictures I have, and I don't even know.
Did y'all talk about some of these last
week? We did the Botanical Gardens X-Mansion. We talked about. There was like there was a picture, but it was like 1 pixel.
Oh,
and so it's like it wasn't worth showing. I don't
well,
think
there you go. Go find the pictures out there then.
Right. They're still up or anything. But we should get better pictures of that within the next month or so.
You said Christmas table decoration you did too?
We didn't.
Did not?
No.
Okay. Did you get a picture for that one?
I didn't see it.
Why don't you see if you can find one real quick? There's a rumor that Formula One is going into a sort of branding deal with Lego where it will be sort of a cross line thing that they're doing, sort of like how they did with Space this year, where Space was branded across, let's see, what did we get? City, Friends, I think Duplo, even Creator. So there were a whole bunch of these different sets that encompass Space. So supposedly in 2025, Formula One will be having licensed sets across themes like Technic, City, and Speed Champions, which I kind of feel like they already do. I mean, this year we had like a ton of McLaren stuff.
That was kind of weird because I agree with that. We did just get that, like the McLaren Senna with that guy.
So I don't know. I don't know why this was phrased this particular way, but I think it will be interesting to see. I think Formula One is very popular right now. What with the recent races in like Miami and
I have
stuff
heard
like
a
that.
lot of people talking about it, so maybe this is a good time to do it.
Yeah, so I think it'll be interesting to see if there's some more unique branding aspects to that than it's sounding like, sort of like how they did with McLaren this year. We just sort of went, I guess there's a lot of McLaren this year. So maybe there'll be more of a conscious branding effort on that regard.
Well, Morgan said, glad F1 is getting popular.
Yeah, for sure.
And Travertine said F1 minifigs, and Morgan responded with
thumbs down. Why?
I don't know. I think they're cool, honestly.
Interesting. I think it'll be cool to get more actual individuals.
It'll be cool. Yeah.
They sort of did that early on with the old Ferrari sets.
Yeah.
They had a
couple.
Who else did they make?
I don't
Schumacher and I forget who else.
A couple people.
Massa. All right, Christmas table decoration. They release something like this every year,
right?
And it's pretty bug standard. I actually like this one a lot. I think the candle with like the melting thing at the top. That's like the
cool
cake piece.
Yeah,
I think it's well done. I like, the bow and all the foliage at the bottom, including like some little berries and stuff.
I think the flame just looks weird because it's on top of the wick instead of engulfing.
Yeah, the flame is a little weak for a candle of that size, but it is what it is.
It's a nice little set. It's a lot of parts actually for what it is.
Yeah,
400.
I think these get better and better every year. So
it's just a nice little thing to add to your Christmas.
Looks very Christmassy.
Yep, lots of bushes.
Let's see. I think the last thing I have, which I don't know if y'all covered it last week, was just a little bit of extra information about the Endurance Polar Ship that's coming out. We know that it's 3,011 pieces for $260. I saw a new post about that. That may have been information we already had. I'm not sure.
It's a nice price point for the parts, and I think that's going to look really good.
Yeah, it's about time we got a large scale ship again. I think some people will be disappointed that it's not, pirates or Imperials or red coats or gosh, what would be some other factions? Let's see, pirates, red coats. No, I think that's it.
I think that's all of them.
Yeah. Anyway.
The Islanders too.
Yeah, that's true. You got pirates, you got Islanders, you got red coats. I think it's all the factions. All the pirates factions that they've ever done. I can't think of any other ones that would be significant.
Have they done any green coats?
Oh well, okay. There was like the Spanish Armada.
That's
forget
right.
about Spanish Armada. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, Travertine said Armada. That's funny.
Yeah.
Also, Morgan said the problem with releasing F1 minifigs is the drivers changing teams.
They do that a lot. It's kind of like football players.
And also, yes, I agree. That looks like a stick of dynamite.
Oh, the candle?
Yes. Dynamite.
Yeah, a little bit. Dynamite. All right, I brought one show and tell item for today.
He said, "You will not get the goat, Daniel. I know you know."
Get the goat. I got your goat. I got your goat. I brought one item for show and tell today. This was an item that I have been in search for
a millennium,
several years now.
So basically a millennium.
This is a copy of Brick Journal magazine from 2009. It is not easy to get back issues of magazines that are over 15 years old. But I found one because I was at Brick Fair, Virginia, and Joe Mano, one of the, really the author of Brick Journal magazine, was there at the Brick Journal booth. And I asked him about it. I was like, is there any way to get, he also had current issues. So I picked up one of the new Hashima issues.
Oh, nice.
Which I still need to get my hands on. But I asked him, I was like, would you know of any way to get a copy of issue? This is issue number 6 out of, I don't know, New Hashima, and some of the current ones are like 85. Oh. So that's how old of an issue this is. Yeah. So I said, is there any way that I'd be able to get a copy of issue 6? And he's like, oh, they're not in production anymore. The company who has the backlog of issues that still sells them online, they've been sold out of that one forever. But I'll tell you what, I'll go home and I'll see if I have one, lying around in my house or my closet somewhere. He was very kind. The reason for which I have been searching for this issue for so long, some of you may have already put this together.
There must be something special.
The issue is all about space, and there's lots of images of various concept arts for different space themes. You've got concept art for Space Police 3. We've got some crazy prototypes for like Blacktron and stuff. If you already know where I'm going with this, this was the first magazine the first anywhere that we saw any images of glorious Citron, which has captured my heart enough to spend countless hours attempting to recreate it. So this was something I've been after for a while, to get the first, an actual physical medium containing the first images of Citron that ever graced the public eye.
It's quite beautiful.
So I will treasure this for a long time. I would put it in a frame, but then I wouldn't be able to look at the pages that have Citron.
You're going to have to open it up and put it in a frame.
Yeah, exactly. But then you smush it.
Yeah,
so I don't know. Anyway,
it is beautiful to
something I've been after for a long time. So I was very gracious to Joe for doing that for me, not you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Very thankful to Mr. Mano for doing that for me.
That's
I made it well worth his time. He tried to just charge me like whatever he charges for regular back issues, which was like $3. And I was like, no, I'm going to make it worth your while if you're going to go home and look for it.
That's crazy.
So, yes, a very treasured part of my collection now. I bought plenty of other things, like I said, at Brick Fair, Virginia, but I think this is the most special one that I obtained.
Well, we made it 30 minutes, so that's great. Store-related news. Man, what are we doing?
What's going on? I haven't been here.
Yeah, school's back in. People are going back to college.
Yeah. Mark and Steven are headed towards
Tampa
this weekend.
And there's something. So Ed will be down there.
Ed, and I want to say Joey.
It will be Orlando employees down there.
And somebody else. I don't know if he decided who the other one Joey was taking.
I guess you can go and find out.
Go find out.
Yeah.
The Tampa convention, from what I've heard, is one of the better ones that they do down there.
I've also heard that.
I think that's maybe like the second or third best one down there after the Atlanta convention up here.
Yeah.
So definitely go check that out if you're in the area. I'm sure it'll be a strong show.
Right.
If not, you can help make it a strong show.
This is true. If you're in the area, go.
That is Brick Fan Expo. It should be Brick Fan Expo Tampa. I'm sure you can go online and find tickets to that to support your local shows.
Absolutely.
Mark and Steven, like I said, are headed down there, so they will not be up here tomorrow to do the stream. So
tomorrow, I am still debating on if we're going to do a Joy of Building or another preseason tank battles because Garrett hasn't had any warm-ups. You haven't had any warm-ups. So maybe we might do a tank battles tomorrow.
Tank battles.
Get some people to get some practice in before the season starts, August 15th. And I've mentioned this on the stream, but also I'll mention it here. If you want to support your favorite team, you can drop funding in the chat when we're doing tank battles. And if you fund a team, each team will have a logo, team name, and a shirt with that printed on it. And at the end of the season,
do they come in on like a little a blinking parachute that like beep,
beep, I wish we could do that, just like the Hunger Games. But
you get sponsors.
If you do sponsor a team at the end of the season, everyone who has sponsored that team will get their handles printed on the back of the jersey, or we'll have it printed on the side of a tower. We haven't decided where we're putting it.
Oh, I like
but you'll get a shout out, and I like the jersey idea. We won't be able to do one at a time. We'll just have to wait till the end of the season to do all of them. But then for the next season, you'll already have that on there. So
nice.
And that'll also, cover the cost of doing the shirts and everything, because we want people to have matching outfits. Yeah. So, I mean, your favorite team is right here.
So the teams are set?
Yeah, teams are set. It's me and Daniel. We have to get a logo and team name.
Yeah, we'll work on that today.
Team Janiel,
Janiel.
Yeah, we'll update that.
I guess that's better than Doe.
And then there's going to be Team Chris and Garrett. And then Mark and Harrison.
Chris and Garrett,
and then Steven and Alex.
Okay. So I like these teams.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited. It's gonna be very competitive. You guys are gonna be very entertained. We're gonna have a whole production. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So we do appreciate any support you give us.
Nice.
But
tune into whatever the stream is tomorrow.
It'll be at 4 p.m.
Yep. It'll either be more preseason warm-ups.
Most likely will be tank battles.
Or if we do Joy of Building or something, I've always got plenty of cool sets that I could bring in, including a new special one that I just bought at Brick Fair, Virginia this week. So another one that I've been after for a while.
So on that note, we'll see you at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Thanks
for tuning in, everybody.
In.
Hit that like button, please. Hit the like button. Support the channel.
If you haven't.
Subscribe, ring the bell, do all that stuff, please. Pretty please.